All right, Jeff. So obviously, you had the option to conclude the career, but what was some of the reasons that you wanted to come back and be a Sun Devil for another year?
The coaching. I just love the way Dilly and Arroyo coach the offense, coach the quarterbacks, and to be around two offensive-minded guys is very important for me. So I just try to come back and soak all up that I can.
What were some of your favorite moments from making that playoff run with the boys last year?
Say that again?
What were some of your favorite moments in making the playoff run with the boys last year?
Oh, it was amazing. First time making the playoffs, first time going that far, and the guys just worked. It was a good experience. I'm glad that we got that far. I'm glad I got to experience that, and we're expecting to get back to it this year.
What was that quarterback room like? Working with Sam, Trenton, and those guys, and where do you feel like your game kind of improved the most throughout the course of last year?
We compete in everything we do. Especially me and Sam. Whether it's in the workout room, whether it's in other sports, whether it's like everything we do, we compete, and it's fun. It builds our bond. That's our bond. We compete. So competition always heats up your abilities and brings out the best in you.
What is that like, just being a part of a program that competition is so forward? You have a head coach that's so competitive as well, but also trying to make things fun as well.
Oh yeah, this is nothing like any other program I've been in. We have fun, working hard. We just do everything. We compete in everything, and it's a cool atmosphere.
How much more comfortable do you feel in this offense now in year two? Coming off of last year.
Yeah, this is my first time being in the offense back-to-back years in a minute, so it feels really good coming back, knowing everything, showing guys around, showing them what to do. And at the end of the day, I'm still learning. I'm always learning, and it's just fun.
What are some of the things that really jumped out to you about the kind of the team culture? Coming off the success you guys have, but then the winter workouts and a new batch of newcomers.
The one thing I see is that everybody's still hungry. Some teams, they'll get that far in the playoffs and they'll get complacent, but our team, we still came to work every day. We still working like we're the underdogs, and that's pretty cool to see.
Obviously, JT is one of the best receivers in the country that you're throwing to, but who are some? There are a lot of new faces in that wide receiver room. Who are some of the guys that really have caught your attention?
Really, all of them. They came in and worked. They came in. They learned the offense in a short amount of time. They put in the work. We got a couple guys that just been grinding. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just excited to see all those guys play.
How do you guys kind of make that turn from being the hunters last year, now the hunted? That a lot of the every team in that conference is going to be gunning for you guys.
Just upping our work ethic, remaining low, not getting too big, being confident, but what I'm saying, keeping that work ethic that we still got to go out and get it.